Hey guys, Jeff Ford, Power Speed Endurance, coming back at you for another 2-Minute Tuesday. This week we're going to kick off a new series focused around what runners say. So typically I hear this from runners all the time. I ran too many miles and I became injured. That's a complete fallacy because the issue really comes down to number one, mechanics. You most likely were running too many miles with very, very poor form. The second issue is you potentially were not paying attention to your mobility consistently, that 10 to 15 minutes a day. Maybe you weren't smashing those feet out, loosening up the hamstrings, the quads. If you're doing a lot of endurance training, regardless of the sport, you've got to make sure that you're doing mobility consistently. And then the third reason that runners typically get injured is there's not enough strength training involved in their training program, meaning that they are not strong enough to handle the high impact aspect of the sport. So when you think to yourself, if you ran too many miles, remember that it always goes back to the mechanics. You have to make sure that you are running with good posture, you're falling and you're pulling. The foot needs to land underneath the hips to keep you safe, especially if you're starting to ramp up the training, no matter if it's a low volume approach or a high volume approach. Jeff Ford, Power Speed Endurance. We'll see you back next week talking a little bit more about what runners typically say.